You've arrived on a rather special night. It's one of the master's affairs.
Oh, lucky him.
You're lucky, he's lucky, I'm lucky, we're all lucky! I ran out of air. How did she do that? Hey guys, today on What to Watch Before You Die, we're letting our freak flag fly high with Rocky Horror Picture Show. Susan Sarandon and Barry Bostwick star as a young couple stranded by a flat tire on a rainy night, and when they seek shelter in a nearby castle, you know, as you do, delectable madness ensues. Here's why to watch.
Oh, Brad!
It's all right, Janet. We'll play along for now and pull out the aces when the time's right.
Slowly. It's too nice a job to rush.
First released in 1975, Rocky Horror Picture Show was a cinema adaptation of the 1973 British stage play using almost the entire original cast. It's an outrageous for outrageous' sake sexploitation film mixed with an over-the-top sci-fi spoof. At the time, in a predominantly heteronormative world, not everyone was comfortable with it, including Meatloaf, who initially walked off set after watching Tim Curry sing Sweet Transvestite in full wardrobe.
I'm just a sweet transvestite from transsexual Transylvania.
Meatloaf was ultimately convinced to come back and stick around, although not before incurring a jaywalking ticket just outside the theater in his rush to get away. Speaking of Tim Curry, he is incredible as the rock-inspired transvestite Dr. Frankenfurter.
It's something you'll get used to. A mental mind can be nice.
A role that the Rolling Stones' Mick Jagger initially expressed interest in, but was turned down as Curry defined the role, both on stage and screen. Steve Martin also auditioned for Barry Bostwick's role as Brad. Do you guys think that would have worked? The movie's castle setting was perfect for the over-the-top eerie narrative, dreary, wet, and cold. So perfect, in fact, that the actual castle in England was actually dreary, leaky, and cold in real life. The cast actually had to gather in the quote-unquote warm room, which was equipped with space heaters to get them through October through December shoot dates. Apparently, Susan Sarandon was sick with a feverish flu almost the entire time. Its purposefully bad B-movie dialogue and nonsensical rock and roll meets horror tributes has inspired the institution that is the Rocky Horror Picture Show midnight screening. Audience callbacks alter the context and even dialogue itself, begging the question of who takes ownership of public art. In this case, fans literally make the film their own.
There are those who say that life is an illusion. Life, you're dead. It is simply a figment of the imagination.
Great advice that Tim Curry gives to screening attendees looking to dress up and get into the spirit of the film is, quote, never think about it as drag, because it's not. It's just what people wear in Transylvania, so get over it.
Formal dress is to be optional.
Written and composed by Richard O'Brien, the movie originally tanked in theaters, but it wasn't long before people started catching wind of sexy singing transvestite creations, and the film became an epitome of cult classics. Donning RHPS gear, ready to partake in an evening of organized debauchery, fans have been parading to theaters across the country for over 35 years, which is nuts when you consider that big-budget box office hits only stay in theaters for a couple of months. The movie easily holds the record for longest theatrical release ever. Personally, I think former Playmate Patricia Quinn makes the film, reprising her role of Magenta on screen. Though she didn't get to sing science fiction double feature in the movie, those are her lips used in the iconic opening number. And those lips were apparently inspired by Man Ray's painting The Lovers. There's really nothing else quite like Rocky Horror Picture Show, and probably never will be. Writer-composer Richard O'Brien and director Jim Sharman even tried to recreate its success with their 1981 flick Shock Treatment, which also failed in the box office but never developed a cult following. Initially, 20th Century Fox was embarrassed to be associated with the film, but it has since been selected by the Library of Congress to be part of the U.S. National Film Registry because it's, quote, culturally, historically, and aesthetically significant. There are so many great pieces of Rocky Horror trivia. Let me know your favorites in the comments below. Rocky Horror Picture Show questions our idea of normality, brilliantly making jokes and poking fun at taboo subject matter to make difficult and often distasteful topics easier to consider, talk about, and experience openly. Let me know what you guys think of Rocky Horror Picture Show. Have you guys seen Shock Treatment? Subscribe to CineFix for more What to Watch Before You Die every Thursday. Follow me on Insta @MacWall and hashtag WhatToWatchBud to suggest more movies. It's just a jump to the left and then a step to the right.